All right, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, and we got some interesting news to talk about. We got the 825 maintenance notice to follow the Blue Arthur announcement that we got just a couple hours ago, really. And some very interesting stuff are going to be happening in this update. So let's talk about it. First and foremost, Blue Arthur confirmed, right? Well, it was already confirmed because they don't release video trailers ahead of time without it being a part of the next update, and this is that update. So it's actually pretty interesting. In addition to that, we have this checking event right here, and many people were telling me that this was going to be 2 rotations, right? They were giving us 14 tickets. It was going to be 2 rotations, which means a guaranteed copy of Arthur twice. No dice. As you can see right here, you get Arthur on the 10th step and they give you 14 tickets for logging in. What that means is you get enough for 1 full rotation. You are guaranteed a copy of Arthur if you log in, right? But the rest of the second round of the step up is going to be on you, right? You go in, and if you want to finish it, you gotta drop your diamonds. Now, many people are saying on JP it was only 7 steps, and then you would get a copy of Arthur, and that's why it was 14 tickets. I don't play JP, so I'm not sure about that. If any of you guys play JP, please let me know. But I wouldn't be surprised if that is the case, and this is a nerf because Global always gets shafted. We know that to be true, okay? So honestly, we can't expect much from these guys. Anyways, let's go down here. So we're gonna get a half anniversary secret box. It's gonna be given weekly for 5 weeks. Probably just gonna be gold. And then we have some interesting stuff here which allows you to composite your own music in the juice box. So that's pretty cool. I might give it a try and see what it is. But here is the interesting part, or at least one of the interesting parts of this whole thing for me. PvP rules, right? So we get the layout for the rules and it's pretty much letting us know that Lost Vein is coming next week. Why? Because first and foremost, this week, no type advantage. Lost Vein Meliodas is out, has no type advantage, no type disadvantage. Secret technique, it just kills everybody regardless of typing, right? They're preparing you. They're basically lubing you up for the shafting that you're gonna get if you don't summon for Lost Vein Meliodas. So for those of you guys who told me I was an idiot and you decided to blow all of your freaking diamonds on Derriere, I hope you're ready for the shafting you about to get, especially if you enjoyed playing or grinding geared PvP. If you don't have enough to secure yourself a copy of this man, okay? Because he's coming, and if you don't believe me, just take a look at the next week PvP rules. Okay, increases crit chance by 20% per hero skill use. This is pretty much Jericho's passive, guys, but every character on the field will have this. And you guys are gonna be like, oh, that's great. That means I'm gonna be critting left, right, and center. Because after 5 use, that's 100% chance for you to crit. The big boys are gonna have Lost Vein. Lost Vein, look at this passive, or his unique, okay? Increases skill ranks of the hero if the hero receives critical damage. Which means if you crit Lost Vein, you rank up his card. So you crit him a second time, it ranks up all the way to a rank 3 from a rank 1. You see what they're doing? They're lubing you up for the shafting because they know the big boys, they're gonna have Lost Vein, and if you don't have Lost Vein, guess what's gonna happen to you? You're gonna crit him, he's gonna wipe you out with his basic card and rush ult while he's at it, right? Because if he had 2 of these in his hand and then you crit him, guess what? Now he has ult next turn. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Right? You're just dead. Because his crit resistance is mad low, bruh. 0%. So even from the first turn, you could literally start critting him and ranking up his card. Like, let's say you see seafood, you go first, you see a lost vein, you're like, okay, I'm gonna kill him in one turn, no problem. You better hope he dies. You better hope he dies, because if you hit him, you're gonna crit him, and if you crit him, he gonna kill you. Anyways, yeah, and then the next week, okay, Phil's ultimate move gains by 1 orb every time a debuff is applied during the enemy turn. So, from critting Lost Vein, right, and him clapping you by ranking up his cards and getting his ult, to, oh, put a debuff on Lost Vein, maybe you want to petrify him or freeze him or stun him so he can't attack you. Well, you better make sure you CC him until he dies, because if he comes out of that via a cleanse or whatever, you're gonna die, because he's gonna have his ult. And there's no limit on this, right? It's literally every single time. Oh, you go in the fight? No problem. I'm just gonna attack seal him. Oh, wait, no. Yeah. Guess what? You better hope he never gets out, because he's gonna get his ult. Honest to God, that is madness, bro. If they did this and this in the same week, then maybe it would be a little different, because then you could just attack seal him and there's no way for him to use any recovery skill and get out. Yo, this is gonna be an insane week. No King heals, right? No Lilia heals. Debuff Reign Supreme, hello? Red Merlin, constant freezing till you die? What? Or ult rush? Like, it's gonna be crazy. And then crit damage. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Meliodas hits very hard, guys, and more crit damage on that guy in geared PvP is just gonna be mental. I praise whoever is watching over me that made me decide that the place I was gonna farm every week is ungeared. Even though I'm at 200k CC and I can keep up with the big boys, but why would I do that if I can just play with the dolphins? You feel me? Or the sharks? Why would I play with the killer whales, man? Anyways, my boy Arthur getting that UR gear. It's a shame he's getting it right before Lost Vein dropped. So basically what I'm gonna have to do is double back. Yeah, I'm really gonna have to double back. And I guess it's good, because originally when Arthur came to mind for a UR set, I was thinking HP defense, because I basically use him on the sub and I just wanted the most CC possible. But now I'm thinking maybe attack defense or like crit damage or something to go with Blue Arthur, because I feel like I might be using Blue Arthur from now until the end of time, especially considering the fact that they're doing system changes here, which is basically gonna shaft all mono red teams. So basically what's happening here is, right, they're doing system improvements, and what's gonna happen is the attack, the defense, and HP buff that you would get from somebody like SR Aaron or Derriere, which many of you guys just summoned for, right? Guess what's gonna happen to that buff now? It's gonna get compressed into one. Keep in mind, guys, keep in mind that, you know what, let me just go show you guys. Oh boy, die. Why did I die? Well, I guess that's what you guys are gonna die anyways, right? Anyways, keep in mind that this thing, it gives you 3 buffs when you use it, and Amplify, right? Amplify gives you more damage the more buffs you have. Okay, just keep that in mind. So if this gets compressed into 1 buff instead of 3 different buffs, guess what happens? Your damage gets cut by 66%, because now instead of having 3 buffs, you have 1. Right? And the same thing is gonna happen to Arthur. Instead of having the HP buff, the immunity buff, and all those buffs, right, giving Red Escanor more damage, guess what happens now? You only have 1 buff. All the Arthur buffs just count as 1, bro. Like, it's actually stupid. I don't know what possessed these guys to do this, but basically, Red Arthur, can I type? Anyways, Red Arthur is seeing a nerf, which is crazy because they literally just buffed him to make him so good, right? To basically disable recovery skills, and on mono red, you literally lock out people with Gold Thirst, attack seal, and then you just disable their recovery skill and they literally have to try and rush out. But then you have Escanor who can drain their ult and just blast them. But then this gives you 3 different buffs. Now it's compressed into 1, making red Escanor weaker. Mono red weaker. I don't know if that was their goal, but that's messed up, bro. That's actually messed up. I don't know if they're trying to make it so that people have to summon for Lost Vein, because people may have been thinking, oh, maybe we'll skip Lost Vein because Lost Vein is a red unit. We already have red Escanor. Mono red, if you get the right RNG, you can kill pretty much anything. Maybe all of this is just a money move to make sure that people absolutely have no choice but to summon. Even though they know most people were going to summon anyways, they just want to get the most people to summon as possible. Crazy. Actually crazy. With the PvP rule and the nerf to mono red or freaking all the buff units, right, that offer more than 1 buff, it's going to be an interesting time in PvP, I'll tell you that. Now, all of you Derriere fanboys and girls, tell me how you feeling in the comments. Am I still stupid? Yeah? Okay. Maybe I still am, but hey, I'm almost 2,000 diamonds up. What you saying? Hey man, I'm just joshing, man. I'm just messing with y'all, man. Y'all play the game how you see it, man. It's really messed up that this is what the global team is doing, though. The fact that they could like literally I hope they just, I don't know. I hope the buff is still gonna count as 3 buffs. That's all I'm saying. Because even though I don't rock with mono red, because I absolutely despise that level of RNG. Some of you guys, that's your only chance, the only way of keeping up with the big dogs, and Arthur getting your gear and this was just completed for you guys. Well, that's not true. Still waiting on Gotha, right? But you know what I mean. So I don't know. Let me know how you feeling though. Catch you in the next one. Peace.